If the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, what do you call saying good morning 365 times a year? Crazy equatorial people. In a gesture of consanguinity, I said to the Inuits, I bring you the palm frond of peace. And they said, it looks like a plant. Do you equate peace with a plant? And I replied, it's an equatorial thing. And they said, you really are stupid. Girls who are first learning about the bipolar religion are pretty excited to find out they have access to a dark pole. And black men are pretty excited they are excited. In the Arctic summer, blonde girls feel picked on because a lot of people don't have to get up early in the morning to fool them. Kiss my pole and I will turn into a prince. Or at least be very, very happy. The world is in balance because we don't have any cotton-picking Inuits in Texas, which is why we have to contemplate global warming, because we could have cotton-picking Inuits before you know it. Girls, when you're near a pole, remember to breathe through your nose or else you might choke. Before geography, girls did not know they had poles, and since geography, they still don't have poles. Why do men have zippers? Because if girls don't have poles, they might be after yours. International communities exemplify typical human behavior. They are grabbing for the poles. Ask not what your pole can do for you, but what you can do for your pole. We should petition naked people for redress. Who wants to see a pole? How does the Dark Lord get from pole to pole? The overnight ferry. Since my father has 2 poles, it's a wonder there's not more of me. Bigamous girls have 2 poles. Marriage is good, inasmuch wives were meant to have poles. A girl slapped me pretty good. I told her she had the capability of being the first Mexican to run from pole to pole. And remember, behind every good man is a good woman, which is why women do not and should not ever have poles. If you want the bipolar religion but are afraid of calories, we have a scaled down version called Pole Light. Tastes great, less filling. The members of the bipolar religion are so bad, even the girls have poles. The bipolar religion is completely theoretical at this point, but one day we'll have hands-on experience with our poles. The Norwegians are already practicing. Concerning education in the bipolar religion, if any child gets left behind, we'll just loop around in the same color and pick them back up. Mexicans who know geography know they weren't born abroad. Muy hombres. Mexican girls who know geography know they have poles. Muy hombres. Since the bipolar religion has poles, how long will it be for y'all to get the point? Know why the Inuits live on ice caps? Because their medicine man prescribed that they shouldn't have any more grass? I told an Inuit, I know people with grass. They are in high places. My people bought me a ticket to Antarctica. They said I didn't need any more grass. What do you call the bipolar religion? A running joke. Some people think poles are stationary, but others think they should be shaken vigorously. God laughs because Satan thinks he's going to run from pole to pole. Why are more and more Inuits hitting themselves in the head? Because through shipping and marketing, they are now more aware that they could have had a V8 vegetable juice. Yes, for gender equality, I think we should give girls their own pole. Repeatedly. Men, rest assured, your wives just really can't talk all day long. Know why streaking is not a sport in the Arctic? Frozen pole syndrome. The reason a lot of you are by the equator is the teachers graded poles on the curve. The Inuits have a great big sign that says, 1 working day since last accident. And OSHA is sweating them, baby. Not to be a misogynist, but I think we should blame hot girls for melting the poles. If you play with the Dark Lord's pole, you may be cast in a bad light. The Dark Lord is kind of dense because he's not the brightest pole on the planet. True slapstick comedy is playing with poles. And remember to support people who run from pole to pole with, like, food. The sheriff said, I don't know where you're from, but around here we don't have 2 poles. What do equatorial people have to say about members of the bipolar religion? No fair! They get to be the same color all the time. Why are more and more Inuit girls moving to the equator? Because in the long Arctic summer, the sun won't go down on them. And then when he finally does in the long Arctic winter, my goodness, a girl can only take so much. Using Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics, in no way can having 2 poles be construed to be intermediate. You might wonder why you have not heard of the bipolar religion before. It's because we save our poles for the end. And remember, one way for things to never come around again is to let them never go down in the first place.